Okay, we have high TV Ghana person not like no commenting what share. I'm only on side any be here. Now, you ko yes mu no yin name say 2024 the election year. E wa koto aba eyi Ghana can for so what I say. Now we the obi say battle no always is between NPP and NDC. And now no flag bearers now kwa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes, but then John Dramani Mahama of NDC. We we say eba say dia so for kuku dam no. Ha, mo ko nyame anima mo ko information here then at the background and I had a see. It's way and I this prophet of God, Reverend Kusi Boatin, they name no Kuman say. Now, on the prophecy about Betuja last year, so I say, now, Fina, you details of it, and there's some analysis about it. This particular man, when you know, statistics, uncle, we are so far from 1992, that means in this Fourth Republic, President Bia Obedi Subia, this particular man of God, a prophesy, say, and Sana, Yetwaba, Nini Nanzo is here. So it shows you that in this Fourth Republic, no, he has been the most consistent prophet of God. When Timia predicted elections and Nini now, but just as he prophesied, it shows how genuine this particular man is. It's way and Ponadumachi issues and one mind these facts were laid down how it all went about.
The man, Reverend Kusibu, I'll tell you the story, who has predicted correctly, as they tell us, every election since 1992. I'll walk you through the process on the touchscreen and you understand what I'm saying. Every election is predicted. In 1992, he predicted that J.J. Rawlings would win the election. He won. Many people predicted so. 96 Rawlings, those are not even controversial. In 2000, he predicted that the NPP will come to power through J.A. Kufuor, and that happened. In 2004, it happened. 2008 is the interesting one. So in 2008, Reverend Kusibu, you can understand his history because of his father's debacle, I like to call it, with the soldiers. He doesn't really like political parties coming out of the PNDC. So NDC is not something that he's thinking about because he will say, as some people say, they killed my father. All right. But in 2008, he is reported to have met President Akufo-Addo in Kumasi, and I told him that, sir, this election, you are going to lose narrowly. But I can see God telling me that you will be president of Ghana. But in this election, you're not going to be successful. You're going to lose narrowly. Friends of Akufo-Addo, I understand, we're not particularly happy with him when he said that, because people in Kumasi said Akufo-Addo that when you go to Kumasi, go and see Reverend Kusibuati. He went and Reverend Kusibuati had bad news for him that if you're not going to win the election. Okay, so as soon as that happened, the people who heard him say that said that, wow, this guy said it. This prophet said it. 2012, let's go back to him. Okay, so what happened? In 2012, Kusibuati then engaged with them, Akufo-Addo people again. And he told them that, I'm sorry to say, this time too, you will not win. But I see you go to court, and I think that you will win the court case, but it doesn't make you president. This is what he's reported to have said. Very interesting for those of us who are hearing it after the fact, that you will go to court and win the court, but you will not be president, because the application to the court is to change the election results for the applicant, the election petitioner, to become president. So if you say he will win the court, but he will not win the election, it doesn't kind of make sense to people who understand the legal process. But this is what he's reported to have said. Truly, the court, if you look at it contextually, it looks like Akufo-Addo won the court, but he didn't become president. Then in 2016, Reverend Kusibuati, in 2016, Reverend Kusibuati predicted a landslide victory for Akufo-Addo, and it happened. And then from that time, he became friends with the people. Let me take you back to the story. Now, in 2008, when he made that prediction and Professor Mills was sworn in, friends of Professor Mills who were born-again Christians wanted him to come and meet with Professor Mills. Reverend Kusibuati hesitated to do the first meeting with Professor Mills because he said that as far as he's concerned, his father will turn in his grave if he goes to engage with leaders of the political party, which is an offshoot of the PNDC, that brutally murdered or killed his father. That's the point. That's what happened. So he hesitated to do the first meeting. We don't know yet whether he did other meetings or not, but he hesitated to do the first meeting with the NDC because he was saying that he's not sure about how his father will feel in his grave if he's engaging with them. Okay, let's move on to 2012. President Mahama won the election. I don't know whether he engaged with President Mahama. And then in 2020, Reverend Kusibuati again told the NPP people that Akufo-Addo was going to win comfortably, but Parliament was going to be a kind of a tie. He said that as well. Okay, now the new problem is that last year, at the end of the year, Reverend Kusibuati is predicting that the New Patriotic Party will win the 2024 elections, but there may be some violence after the victory. And he reported to the man, Reverend Kusibu. I'll tell you the story. Who has predicted.
Okay, o man for na say Paul Adomoche na no this mo the two ya efa Reverend Kusibuate ho. So you see there since 1992 President Bill Betina Kunya so they are prophesying about the win. So what I say the beginning and with Rollins range for the end crowd there it wasn't too but 2008 na Akufo-Addo na eba on Atamils but or prophesizing say Atamils woman the very you see one thing you recognize Okruman say Nkofo bebre force or NPP prophet because they don't know the facts. Omofo say he's an NPP prophet. But the point is, prophet of God, he says what he sees, and you see because of this kind of analysis and this kind of proofs, it tells us that he's a genuine man of God. But the point is, one, okay, everyone say NPP, everyone say NPP, SOFWA. Now, 2008 now, Okache Akufo-Addo point blank say on when 2008 elections, and then forward to 2012 was also the end also was catch and say on when court. So he says what he sees. So what I say when the discuss position in Flumina, he's been no, he has never been manipulated. Oh, it shows how genuine the man is. About Ninya Miduma. So what I say, but go for until we must normally some kind of politics never be forever. Is it one? It's about physical. You can, I should say, the person with political what background. Yes, you can do that. But the back, say, the panel, ninya miduma sem dia. You can't talk about it because hell, on in ninya kupanta masem. Ninya me friend no na ho. That's the point. And because of that, for us to know that he's a genuine man of God, send a BCB and he says it as it is, whether he's going for MPP or not. You see, he has some but to be like some kind of on NDC for fine because now NDC for also not proper film. JJ Rollins. Even and now JJ Rollins is so man proper film go. Was I predict say JJ never start winning elections. Two, as I been through almost pencil 2008 or catch a Akufo-Addo point blank. If say nanko some said or more cancel MPP a year as of for now. I didn't know one said that as a Akufo-Addo bury. But the point is, or can the Yakubu on the channel. This man of God, and a professor say a Kodia MPP for General Secretary, Tama Moko Twaban, or President of Berwin. And truly, or winning. So what I say. So it's like that. He's a genuine man of God for that year. So about the physical aspect, say bia ni jum ne nipa sem nneema bia oye as nipa obia or them form so. But the point is we are all not perfect. It doesn't matter who you are. Say oh yes, so for the obia how obia no perfect. So you see that you get some shortfalls and those things. But you should understand the fact that oye nyankopon nipa. He says it as it is. Say the nyankopon akache na odi abetuja. And it has always been like that consistently. And now, I feel a dream what happened to MPP by winning. And looking at all facts around, you will see there MPP by winning. But what's that the account was there? And then violence. And you from this year, you could see there the NDC are planning violence. You see, so human, who's NDC for starting our attacking easy. Bibiana easy, everything easy. So you will see there violence na sha say that. So you could see the prophet and nasem na what kind of prophecy no true. Say MPP bury but there will be violence. Yes, it is true. They say NDC for continue reducing TV so omaka say nyina you could feel the violence wo. To trust some kasa wo omo kasa. Sami je fi continue boy Erikeje, why omo nyina. So you see there is going to be a particular tension although MPP bury. The point is, a command your match, they can't afford to lose. But the actual truth is, flag ground is not giving us any policy. That's the point. You see, and so now, Dr. Mambo, me and Namana, Joe, campaign, for the Monshadi, for the Monshadi. We speak with facts. We a fear play in Sunyane, and I do con, and our Bonti campaign. So you just see Eyanajo, but the man is still on the grounds or Konkofofi. People with disability on same woman now hagi you know. Like the man is the one that people need. That's the point. And the thing is, the hard work can be say this is the man who is going to win the elections. And the point is, because of a comedian this they are not ready to give in. Say, now we're not total. And at the point is, omo followers not believe he say definitely are going to win this particular election because for after 8 years we change government. And for NDC to break the 8, you know, it says that's what they have made their people to believe. So if there is a case where John Dramani Mahama may lose election to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, definitely there should be violence. Be not their kata. So now you see, say Omo attack easy because Omo say elections not you declare say criminal. Omo the Bible two Omo followers then said Omo ye no 2020 man kofo bi ko wu ye no. E man kofo si Joe so Omo jubilate because John Dramani Mahama we no be twa antoro che so Omo we no. That's the same thing they want to do to now. One person omo sabotage easy. Bibia easy na yaka say easy for na area election nim go for na shisha echire and omo this is what they want to tell their people. And the point is omo people not believe in that particular lies in this you know. Definitely no say e ba say declare election almost start any violence and their people are going to follow because they've already believed it even when before we ever to abakra. So what I say, as of now, they are not campaigning, they are not doing anything important, they are not doing anything that ever check people attention. I'm not getting any policy be on Monday bound. Now, I'm talking about economy, CCI and TBO, Akoda. So now, no, I'm more planning. They say, I'm free, seeing Nimuna, baby, NDC for one. They are planning, say, I'm starting with violence. So you see, Eric J. move radio, so and then you say, you be those things. You see, to trust some Casanquan, I'm sorry, or Moka. Which was a monoma imagine say to trust them that this year no day but on person by hook or crook and there's one fast no we need less but the point is they see 2022 now move here it's not going to happen. This election is going to be free and fair and the point is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the legacy is named na bra abo the hard work look at how the man is campaigning and look at the people following him at night. You don't expect you will winning. Look at the work, even looking at the work that the man is putting in his campaign. No, you will see that he's the man who is going to win. So what I say, you can't tell me say a lazy boo who is working and we are crazy. No, the point is you are even attacking outgoing president. And the John Dramani Mahama about reply a good father of say ultimately engine the chi MOB or no defeat no man say the legacy sir when you want about reply say and you are not going to protect what the corrupt and what they corrupt say who John Dramani Mahama you ultimately point hands to be something corrupt. You see, now, and yet Dr. Mahmoud and then they competing no attacking him. Say, and you go for no way the obey now will could if you could be at or no attacking him. Like it shows you that even your opponent now, the only face a battle, you are afraid of him, and you have committed you have already accepted defeat. That's the point. So I accepted defeat that is when obey attack will be a weekend or no go on walk or free a kunya see no continue here or no mamma pray obia or make to be as or pay to be a could give ye or yaba to be a be we in the and so now no attacking. So it shows how unserious the NDC is. So I'm for high TV Ghana comment or commercials from my camera.